Well, now to what was a deadly day on BC highways. 5 people killed in separate crashes, 2 of the deaths on Vancouver Island. It happened within a 12-hour span or less yesterday. There were 2 separate motorcycle collisions we showed you last night that happened in Nanaimo. 2 people were killed, and a 3rd victim is still clinging to life tonight, suffering serious head injuries. And then last night, another motorcycle crash, this one in Victoria. An island motorcycle instructor says the carnage on the highways highlights the need for better training and better safety awareness. Our Mid-Island Bureau Chief Jonathan Bartlett has the story in our Nanaimo newsroom. Jonathan.
Hudson, in one crash, a medical issue seems to have been the cause, but speed seems to be a factor as well. Motorcycle riders are vulnerable. No seatbelts, airbags, windshields, or roof. What would be a fender bender in a car can turn fatal on a bike.
There were quite a few bikes out today, perhaps getting in the last few rides of the season. Many are no doubt unaware of the carnage left on this stretch of highway yesterday. This was the scene Thursday around noon on the Nanaimo Parkway, the aftermath of a collision between a car and a motorcycle.
It appears at this time that the driver of the concourse had a medical condition and possibly had a heart attack, veered off to the left-hand side from the slow lane into the fast lane, colliding right into the path of the motorcycle.
The driver of the car, a 91-year-old Nanaimo man, was pronounced dead at the Nanaimo hospital. The 29-year-old driver of the motorcycle is clinging to life at a Vancouver hospital with severe head injuries. Incredibly, it was not the only fatality involving a motorcycle crash on Thursday. 3 hours later, and just a few kilometers away, a driver lost control of his bike as he turned left onto 5th Street. He received massive internal injuries and died later in hospital.
He was a 56-year-old male from Nanaimo, and his family has been notified.
Then in Victoria, yet another crash. This time, 2 people were sent to hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after their bike collided with a light standard. All 3 motorcycle collisions are under investigation by police, but they indicate that speed was a factor in at least 2 of them, which raises the issue of motorcycle safety and awareness.
Just do a U-turn, and then we'll just come down through the...
James Egan teaches momotorcycle safety and says the most important lessons for riders is hazard awareness.
Probably 90% of it is just watching out, 360 degree around you, watching out for hazards, and recognizing different situations, road conditions, and different traffic scenarios. You don't have to be an awesome bike rider to survive out there. It's just recognizing the situations and being on top of your game when it comes to that kind of stuff.
In one crash yesterday, the driver of the bike was wearing a beanie-style helmet.
I mean, they're certainly comfortable and you feel free and all that kind of stuff, but there's no real protection.
There will be new legislation coming out probably in the fall or in the spring about those beanie helmets, but it's always safest to wear an approved helmet with a face mask.
Bottom line, if you ride, be safe and watch out for the other guy. Police have advice for all drivers of any vehicle.
Be aware of their surroundings, follow the rules and regulations of the road. You do also have to be cognizant of the other vehicles, pedestrians, cyclists on the road, because you never know what they're going to do.
Province-wide, it was a deadly day for drivers. 5 people died in 5 separate crashes in BC yesterday, in Abbotsford, Yale, and here in Nanaimo, of course. With the weekend here, police are asking people to slow down and, of course, drive very defensively. Hudson.
And RCMP clarifying erroneous information earlier that that rider, who is still in intensive care, had died but has in fact survived the crash, at least for now.
That's right, and they apologize for that, that mistake.
All right. Jonathan, thank you.